Welcome to the Week in Armenia, where we break down the week's most important news and events. Here's what you need to know and why. The presidents of Armenia and Azerbaijan meet in Geneva to discuss the ongoing Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Armenia's only nuclear power plant is set to be shut down. The Foundation for Armenian Science and Technology hosts a data-focused summit in Yerevan. A new Yerevan exhibition uses poster art to amplify the impacts of corruption on Armenian society. Renowned culinary adventurer Anthony Bourdain visits Armenia for his CNN show Parts Unknown. We'll have more on these stories, plus highlights from CivilNet's reporting. Armenian President Serge Sargsyan met in Geneva with his Azerbaijani counterpart Ilham Aliyev to discuss the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. The meeting took place after harsh rhetoric by both presidents, who exchanged accusations for the deadlock in negotiations at the UN General Assembly last month. Sargsyan and Aliyev last met in May and June of 2016, shortly after the April war in Karabakh, which took several hundred lives from both sides. This recent Geneva meeting brought some hope for restarting the stalled negotiation process. But despite cautious optimism, 3 days after the meeting, an Armenian soldier was killed by Azerbaijani fire on the state border. Armenia's only nuclear power plant is set to be shut down. A new enhanced partnership agreement with the European Union outlines a roadmap for closing the plant. The agreement is set to be signed next month in the EU Eastern Partnership Summit in Brussels. The Medzamor nuclear power plant currently supplies almost 40% of Armenia's electricity. The provision has sparked a public debate about whether to close the plant, although the EU plans to support Armenia's energy diversification. Medzamor has been operating since the early 1980s and was shut down for security concerns after the devastating 1988 earthquake. It restarted operations in 1995 following several years of energy crisis in Armenia. The Foundation for Armenian Science and Technology is sharing Armenian scientific innovations with a global audience. On October 19th and 20th, FAST hosted a data-focused summit in Yerevan. The workshop-style conference featured distinguished scientists and researchers of Armenian origin from around the world. FAST CEO says the organization aims to create an ecosystem that will drive scientific advancement and technological innovation in Armenia and beyond. A new exhibition is using poster art to amplify the impacts of corruption on Armenian society. Organized by Impact Hub Yerevan and supported by the delegation of the European Union to Armenia, the Art of Anti-Corruption features works by 35 artists from around the world. The creative, gripping posters aim to spark conversation about one of Armenia's most enduring challenges. Armenia ranks 113 out of 176 countries in Transparency International's 2016 Global Corruption Index. On a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being highly corrupt and 100 very clean, Armenia scores 33. Renowned culinary adventurer Anthony Bourdain is visiting Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. Bourdain has traveled to far-flung corners of the world with his CNN show Parts Unknown, exploring global cultures and conflicts through food. CivilNet's senior reporter Tatul Hagopian dined with Bourdain in Shushi, the site of Armenia's first significant military victory in the 1991 Nagorno-Karabakh War. Moving on to highlights from CivilNet's reporting this week. Los Angeles is home to the largest Armenian diaspora in the United States. According to Census Bureau estimates, approximately 170,000 native Armenian speakers live in the sprawling metropolis. With that vast community comes a wealth of educational and cultural institutions, including several Armenian schools. CivilNet goes inside Armenian Mesropian School, the first ever day school of its kind established in the U.S. in 1965. Armen Avak-Avakian, CEO of the recently founded Development Foundation of Armenia, speaks with CivilNet about DFA's mission and activities. The foundation, which he describes as a marketing arm of the Armenian government, aims to attract foreign investment to the country.
We're aiming to create a large global network of Armenians on a commercial and business basis that will then promote, sell projects, or talk to different distributors and talk to different buyers about exporting Armenian product.
That's it for the Week in Armenia. I'm Maral Tavitian, and thank you for watching CivilNet.